Oh man, we're gonna leave the view in like 5 seconds.
Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love.
I'm here at Mystic Lake Trailhead in Montana, about to do Granite Peak. It's the highest point in Montana, about 12,800 feet tall. We're gonna have to travel deep in the woods to get to Granite. It's about 25 miles round trip, 7,000 vert, and often considered the second hardest high point in the US behind Denali. It's gonna be an insane day, probably the hardest day of my life. I've never done anything like this, but I'm so excited. Let's do it. We were 3.5 miles in, just made it to Phantom Creek Trail to start the switchbacks of hell. About 27 switchbacks, 3 miles, and 3K vert. Let's do this.
Imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. So happy together. And how is the weather? So happy together. We're happy together. So happy together.
Uh, 3 hours in, 9 miles in. Still have not seen Granite Peak yet, which is exciting, but also scary. This frozen to death plateau seems to go on forever, but it's really cool. The environment's really healthy up here. It's very green, very damp, which is great. But I imagine like a couple of years ago, this is all filled with snow.
And me, gonna be everything you ever dreamed. Wanna be who you need. Gonna be everything. Wanna be you and me. Gonna be everything you ever dreamed. Wanna be who
For this first year, we're gonna go down this.
wanna be everything.
Up a massive ridge.
Right now, we're at the col between Tempest Peak and Granite. The ridge is looking pretty proud and sick. We're fueling up.
Green apple,
Green Apple Electrolyte Salt Juice, sponsor us.
please.
It's way too expensive.
Salt stick.
JT, you got the cliff. Oh man, this is gonna be fun right here. Feeling pretty good. We're at 11 miles in, 4 hours, 13 minutes. Yeah.
Karen's up here. There's Karen's.
And all right, the sun is rising.
top of Granite Peak. Holy cow. The ridge to start was pretty easy, and then the last like 300 feet were gnarly. A lot of scrambling, a lot of route finding, a lot of climbing. Past a group that was fully roped in with a guide. But we're up here with two beasts without any stuff. It's pretty cool. Quinn's up here, Levi's up here. Go down this way. No, not this. We got one more.
Made a note of it. Did you write it on your hand? Put a name on it to help you understand. What do you see? The future's holiday out for me. Just let me know where we go after the fall.
We're finally done with the ridge. We're now back at the saddle to go back up to, what's it called, Quinn?
Tempest Peak.
Tempest Peak, that's right. And then to Frozen to Death Plateau, where we have 6 miles of no trail and just marsh. Insane peak. I'm tired, but I'm super psyched that we did it.
Like the sound of it, gonna hang it on your wall. Turn and run with it, for the sake of one and all. Where you go, nobody knows. What do you see? The future's holiday out for me. Just let me know where to go, where you go after the fall.
Wowee. Wowee.